in the heart of the Sahara Desert. A massive block of concrete lies exposed beneath the sun. Hot winds sweep across its cracked surface, carrying away grains of dust. You might assume that in one of the driest places on Earth, concrete would become harder and stronger, like fired ceramics that lose all moisture and turn rigid. Yet the truth is the opposite. If that same block were lowered to the ocean floor, where immense water pressure bears down like a 1,000-ton threat, it could become even stronger, not because water makes it wetter, but because water sustains the deep reactions within the material's chemical body. This is concrete's first paradox. What we call drying is actually an endless thirst. Concrete does not harden by losing water. It hardens by consuming water to continue growing like a strange mineral organism. The story of concrete is therefore not the story of a static material. It is a chemical and physical journey, where tiny gray particles transform into the foundation of entire civilizations. When we hold a bag of cement, it is easy to assume it is simply a powder waiting to become solid once it dries. But cement is nothing like flour or plaster. It is a hydrophilic powder, meaning its molecular structure contains ions that strongly interact with H2O molecules. Inside each grain of cement are billions of silicate and aluminate minerals. Fired at about 1,450 degrees Celsius and transformed into an amorphous, energy-rich, glassy state. They resemble energy-locked magnets, waiting for water to activate them. When a droplet touches the surface, H2O partially dissociates into H- and OH- ions, penetrating the structures of C3s and C2s minerals, tricalcium silicate and dicalcium silicate. Instead of dissolving, cement reacts a transformation that is slow yet intense. Silicate bonds break apart, releasing calcium, silicate ions, and heat. This is why fresh concrete warms during its early hours, as if it were heating itself to rebuild its own structure. Cement is therefore not a traditional building material. It is a molecular glue, an evolving network in which water acts not as something that disappears, but as the catalyst that awakens the system. As water permeates cement, a reaction called hydration begins. Strangely, water does not evaporate to create strength. Instead, it becomes trapped within newly formed crystalline structures, ultra-fine tendrils known as CSH, calcium silicate hydrate. Under a microscope, CSH does not resemble powder or gel. It looks like a forest of roots, each only a few dozen nanometers wide. From every cement grain, crystals grow outward in all directions, threading into sand gaps, wrapping around gravel, and interlocking like a web. It is a slow crystalline explosion, unfolding not in seconds, but across days, weeks, and even decades. Concrete submerged in seawater for 50 years can become stronger than concrete on land, because those mineral roots continue to grow, filling voids and tightening the internal structure. That is why saying concrete dries is misleading. It does not dry, it continues hydrating, continually consuming water to nourish the mineral forest within. A concrete block that loses moisture too quickly will shrink and develop microcracks, like a plant stripped of water before its roots can take hold. One that is properly cured, however, grows stronger in the true chemical sense. Concrete can withstand enormous compressive forces. Skyscraper columns can carry tens of thousands of tons. Yet try to bend it like a wooden beam, and it will crack instantly. The reason lies in the crystal structure of CSH. This network resists compression exceptionally well. But under tension, its crystals separate easily because their bonds lack flexibility. Concrete is therefore like a giant fighter with a 1,000-pound punch but glass bones. To overcome this weakness, humans introduced steel reinforcement, carbon steel bars with high elastic modulus and outstanding tensile strength. When concrete envelops steel, the two become a twin system. Concrete resists compression. Steel resists tension. Not only that, when steel corrodes, expanding rust can fracture the surrounding concrete. For this reason, cement is designed to be highly alkaline, creating a pH environment of about 12-13 that passively protects the steel surface from oxidation. It is a chemical armor that allows the metal skeleton to endure for centuries. Concrete and steel are not separate materials, they are a hybrid body, each compensating for the other's weaknesses. What surprises many people is that 75% of concrete's mass is not cement, but stone and sand. Cement is merely the binder like mortar holding bricks together. The reason lies in mechanics. Pure cement, if hardened alone, is extremely brittle and prone to cracking under concentrated stress. Stone, by contrast, forged through millions of years of geological processes, possesses a natural structure that distributes forces more effectively. By mixing stone, sand, and cement, we create a structure that mimics natural rock, yet can be cast into any mold. Stone acts as imperfect building blocks, while cement flows into every crevice, binding everything into an artificial geology. The roughness of aggregate reduces shrinkage, disperses stress, and, most importantly, creates a mechanical network resistant to catastrophic collapse. The strongest material is not always the purest one. Sometimes, it is the careful fusion of nature and human design, as concrete has proven for more than a century.